how to overcome fear. Most of us feel fear in the pit of our stomachs, right? It kind of feels like a deflation. And then also if you feel fear sort of as a shakiness all over your limbs. So that's how, for most of us, it seems to manifest, right? It's a little bit of a cold sweat going on, and there's like just a shakiness. It does manifest here in the solar plexus, and it actually comes from the root chakra of the basic not feeling safe. So when you want to heal the root chakra, if you feel afraid, do this. So you're going to take a couple of breaths. If you have a crystal or a stone, even just a rock from outside, anything like that, just hold it. It has a really good grounding energy, knowing that the bones of the earth are here to support you with their eternal consciousness. Yeah, just stay present into that. Get present into that there is a presence out there that's older than time itself, that keeps us here on the planet alive. And we are safe. And we are okay. And first, I want you to start tapping here onto the center of your chest bone here, on top of your heart chakra, and say, I am safe. You're just soothing the vagus nerve. I am safe. I'm okay. Now bring your consciousness to the bottom of your spine. And get present to whatever you're feeling there, whether that is a pinching, whether that is heat, whether that's numbness. You may not be able to feel anything at all. All of those things are valid. Just get present with it. And I start tapping lightly with your fingertips, with just two of your fingertips, on the crown of your head. Say, even though I'm afraid right now, I choose to love and accept myself. Come up to your temple, same thing. Even though I'm afraid right now, I choose to love and accept myself. Come back to your heart. Even though I am afraid right now, I choose to love and accept myself. By your rib cage. Even though I'm afraid, I choose to love and accept myself. Another deep breath. I want you to open your palm. Any of them. You do both palms, do one palm. If you're holding the rock, keep holding it. And I want you to put your consciousness into your palms, into the palm of your hand. And feel if you can feel anything. See if you can feel any tingling or pressure or coldness in your fingertips. And come back to your root chakra in your mind's eye. And feel your palms simultaneously. There's our tingling, numbness, heat, coldness. And just get present with that. And now with your mind's eye, visualize a giant red beam of light descending from above and below, going right through you, following the line of your spine, following the line of your chakras, and infusing you in a ruby red, brilliant light. And say to yourself silently or out loud, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. And ask your consciousness to bring out from your chakra words or experiences that made you feel unsafe. Was there a time where you decided that whatever you're about to do is not safe? Or that there was a time that you weren't safe? That it's not safe, that something's not right and it's not safe. It can be scary looking at that, but you are safe. It could be a fraction of a moment. It could be years of observing something that led to the belief that you're not safe. It can be recent. It could be in your deep past. And that belief, I am not safe, is hooked onto this experience, this moment. Bring a picture that symbolizes that experience, whether it was a long observation of the world or someone like a father or a mother or a sibling or a teacher, or if it was one moment with someone or an accident, an experience, anything like that. Bring a symbol to that moment and put it on an imaginary piece of paper out in front of you, about an arm's reach. And see it hooking into your energy system and sucking you dry. This moment has caused a leak in your root chakra and it's draining you. And it's been growing. This moment has been growing, making itself bigger than it really is, and gaining life force, draining you. See that cord, see that hook draining you, and see the impact throughout your life, what it's kept you from, what it stopped you from, the behaviors it's caused. Are you cowering in a corner? Are you controlling because of it, because you're afraid? Are you trying to rise up against it with anger and rebellion? Or are you cowering in a corner, afraid of what you say? Or do you swing between those polarities and find yourself being one or the other at different times. And at this time, say, that's not me. Put your hand out in front of you and say, that's not me. And you can do it physically. The gesture of taking out that cord and letting it go. But mostly, you have to do it mentally. Take out that cord and disallow that energy to be sucked from you, draining you. Place an energetic light here, a healing patch, that beautiful red beam. Now let's burn that image and that moment, all emotions and fears and hooks and draining sources. You can burn it. Burn your fears and everything that went with them. You are safe. I am safe. If it's caused you to be overactive or underactive, ask your higher consciousness and your higher self to balance your root chakra. Heal root chakra. Balance root chakra. I command balance root chakra. Heal root chakra. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Bring a few deep breaths. And come back to the room. I want to thank you for sharing your sacred journey of healing your root chakra with me, feeling safe in the world, overcoming your fears. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. Namaste. My personal story about overcoming fear is that I have observed much devastation in my life, and I was watching my father constantly struggle and grapple with life. So I have fears of economic devastation, which my parents, being immigrants and refugees of war, including me, I was born constantly grappling with the rebirth of their life, right? Because their home was in cinders due to a war, and then they had to move to an entire new country at middle age, learn an entire language, and reinvent themselves from scratch, and try to find a way to make a living in a foreign land. And they did this successfully, but also they saw a lot of strife. In my mind as a child, made me believe that that the world isn't a safe place, and economic devastation is always on the horizon, so that I can't ever just relax and enjoy abundance. It's always imminent. Devastation is imminent. So my big fear was this economic devastation. And in a way, I started keeping myself in a space of constant lack because of it. Because it became so real that I just ended up manifesting that kind of a volatile and up and down life. If everybody has their own story of this, I'd love to hear yours. Please share with me. I want to hear from you what your story is. They're sacred stories to me, and these are the stories that, if we alchemize them, can ultimately give us the greatest power of our lives. I'll talk to you soon.